Hello everybody, we are back week 4 after a bye week. Much needed bye week for ODU after a close one against Wyoming. They are 2-0, but it's going on the road to take on Oklahoma, number 3 in the country. Here's how they've done the last 5 seasons in this dynasty. Done pretty well. Orange Bowl win last season. Definitely looking for more this season for Oklahoma. Bob Stoops at 200 career wins. It's quite a landmark to reach for him. Here's some of the best players for Oklahoma. Kevin Watkins, an outstanding receiver for this Oklahoma squad. Got to watch out for him. He's going to be tough to defend for a secondary that is average at best. ODU's struggled to really bring in some of those high-quality cornerbacks, and they've had a hard time against some of the better passing attacks in the country here. Terrell Jennings, running back. They've got some good linemen. It won't be an easy day at all on the road. We'll take a look at some recruiting before we get into that game and any more analysis on that. Take a look at the outside linebackers. Lionel Montgomery, Nathan Osborne. Trying to add some more balance to that linebacker core. Big thing is maybe try and find some more speed and acceleration, but these guys will do the job for now. They'll get the job done. Nathan Osborne, we're in a battle. Syracuse, North Carolina on our heels. This guy's a 4-star linebacker. Definitely want to try and get him in. He's got some solid coverage ratings all around. Just a really nice linebacker I think Osborne could turn out to be. Another position I want to take a look at for you guys. We're looking at receivers. We've got 3 of them we're targeting. It's not an immediate need, but the one I'm really liking is 4-star Nick Schultz. Nobody's really going after him. We're the only ones that are pursuing him. Out of New Jersey. He's more of a speed wide receiver. As you can see, he got good speed ratings. His hands could be a little better. Can definitely work on those, though, once he comes to Old Dominion for sure. Lastly, defensive end Joey Clancy. He'd probably get a red shirt and use some time to develop him a little bit, but out of Michigan, he could be a future star at that defensive end spot. Who knows? You never know with these things. Now the big one in Norman, Oklahoma, one of the most storied college football programs. Oklahoma plays host to one of the up-and-coming programs. Young but successful Old Dominion have been so far, and here we see one of the best rushing attacks in the country in Old Dominion, number 23 in the polls, number 3 rush offense overall. You can see how this could be a huge game if Old Dominion plays their cards right. It's a tough environment to win in. It's a sold-out crowd. See a small section of blue in there where those ODU fans have traveled. It's certainly going to be a tough environment to win in. Can they beat the Sooners? Can Old Dominion pull off a huge upset and launch the program into the next level? This would be a next-level win for the Monarchs for sure. It's the Big 12 versus the ACC, a big matchup. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it going. Old Dominion gets the ball to start. Josh Silva in at quarterback. Hands off to David Dixon, one of the Heisman favorites for this season. He gets 13 on the opening play from scrimmage. Good start there, but we're going to need more plays like that. Dixon on the handoff again, right up the middle. Gets 12 and 25 yards on 2 plays. It's going nicely. Another first down, Silva in a shotgun. Feeling good. Nice protection here. Finds Todd Jackson, one of 2 Oklahoma natives on this roster. The other is quarterback Josh Kemp. Great start so far. Play action for Silva. Going to run outside, try and buy a little more time for him. He's going to find Phil Billings all by himself, who shakes off a couple tackles before being pushed out of bounds. 30 yards on that play. 1st and 10 now at the 12. Dixon gets it right up the middle again. Look at the move to buy a couple more yards. They're only 2 yards away from a touchdown here under center. Josh Silva going to toss it out. Dixon's got plenty of room. Nobody touches him until he's already in the end zone. And what a drive. Excellent start for the ODU offense against a talented Sooner defense. 7-0 in less than 2 minutes for the Monarchs. Here, Harvey Rich-Walski, the starting quarterback, shakes off Josh Smith's tackle. Smith is usually a sure tackler. He gets the first down, Rich-Walski, not much of a runner. And here's going to do it on 2nd down again. 2 first down runs. on second downs for Oklahoma. 3rd and 2 now. Can Richwelski get the job done? The Oklahoma native finds Kevin Watkins with the one-hander. What a catch, and that's why he is so good. 1st and goal. What will they do here out of the shotgun? A breakneck offense. They run this no-huddle non-stop. It's going to be hard for the ODU defense to keep up with this all game. Richwelski going to find his man, Bo Witherspoon, wide open in the end zone. That was a very well-designed play and poor coverage by ODU. Only one incompletion on that drive for Richwelski. Now ODU on 2nd down and 6. Silva, pocket collapsing, and gets there into the ground. Oh boy, 3rd and 6, and Silva finds something here. He throws it right to John Miller, who intercepts it. Miller's got Silva to beat. Can he beat him? Stiff arm to the end zone. Touchdown. And oh boy, pick 6 for Oklahoma. That's not what you want, and that's been the big criticism of Silva as a quarterback. Forcing bad throws. A lot of times he can be wildly inaccurate. And now ODU down 7 is going to have to find a way to get back on the board again. Silva, big gain on the option keeper, 14 yards. Maybe just keep running the ball because that's been successful for ODU. Here's the handoff to Dixon. Another one up the middle. They have been gashing this defense up the middle. And that's where they're really particularly strong. Oklahoma's got a solid defensive line, defensive tackles here. And Silva, this is where their defensive line is good, though. The pass rush here and the play action didn't fool anyone. Sacked. 34-yard line. So it's going to be a 51-yard try for Tommy Patrick. This one is up, and it sneaks in there. He maybe had room for a 52-yard field goal. That's about it. 14-10 as we near the end of the first quarter here. Richwelski, plenty of time to throw. Going to take a shot at the defense. Donald Simmons, and it's caught. Antonio Gardner. What a catch. 70 yards to end the first quarter. Beat Donald Simmons, who tried to intercept it and failed miserably. 2nd and goal now for Richwelski. Pitch to Terrell Jennings. Too easy on that option play, and Oklahoma's going to take a 21-10 lead early in the second quarter. Can Silva and the Monarch offense get back to what they did on that first drive? That was a fantastic first drive. Silva gets away from a sack here, shakes it off. Look at this. Silva steps up, throws, and it's Phil Billings. Spin move. And for the 2nd time, Phil Billings has come through for Josh Silva, getting open downfield. The tight end having a good day so far. 2nd and 4 now. Handoff. Dixon going out to his right side here. Stumbles but keeps his feet. He won't go down inside the 5-yard line. What an effort by one of the best players around. 2nd and goal. Pistol formation. What will they do here? Get a touchdown on the board. Get right back in this game. Handoff to Dixon. Stretches it out to the left. Look at the little move he put on the defender. That speed, that agility coming through. And now it's a one-score game again, 21-17. We've got a game on our hands here, folks. 2nd and 8. Handoff, and Josh Smith lined up at defensive end on that play and destroys the running back. 3rd and long. Upcoming. Here's the hit. What a hit. Jennings got right back up, though. Not a problem for him. Here we go. Richwelski back to pass. No pressure on him, and he finds Ward wide open. Just enough for the first down. Not what you want for the Monarch defense. They had a chance. 3rd and 5 now, and it's Xavier Wallace on a corner blitz. It pays off. 4th down, they punt it away. 2nd and 1 on the next drive for Silva, and it's going to be intercepted. Rogers and Billings was wide open in the flat. Instead, Silva tries to force this one, and it's another pick 6. Billings was wide open underneath, and instead, a poor throw, poor decision leads to another touchdown for Oklahoma. Silva going to pass on this drive again. This time Todd Jackson. If only he could have got a little more separation. He had plenty of room to run. 3rd down and 9 a couple plays later. Silva finds Matt Ryan, who's going to get just enough for the first down. A nice fight, nice effort. Going to need more of those plays. Another 3rd down. ODU cannot get anything going on 1st and 2nd down. The run game has really slowed down. They would punt it away. 2nd down on Oklahoma's next drive. Richwelski all day to throw. He's got a man open. Separation for Allen into the 15, maybe at the 14-yard line, and they're in at least field goal range. If not, a chance to score a touchdown here. Jennings with a hole off to the right side. Touchdown, Oklahoma, and that is the last thing ODU wanted to happen before the half. Because now it's an 18-point game. The number 3 Sooners playing like the number 3 team after it looked like the first drive for ODU's offense was really going to do some damage, but some maybe questionable play calling and some poor throws by Josh Silva have led to the score as it is right now. Certainly take away those 2 pick sixes and it's a very different game, but can't really take those away. It's been a tough first half for the ODU defense, so they've been burned on a number of plays. That's just how good this Oklahoma offense is, but it also shows that ODU's defense is still very much a work in progress from where they want it to be. Good start, though, for the Sooners, and it's going to require a comeback effort. ODU is no stranger to comebacks, as you guys have seen previously. A number of comebacks ODU has performed, but this would be a very different situation against a very different team. This Oklahoma team is very, very good. It's going to require a flawless second half from ODU to pull this one out. So first drive of the second half, Richwalski pressured on third down. Look at this. Somehow manages to avoid the sack, but 3 and out, and ODU's happy to get going. Unfortunately, they would also go 3 and out, so the Sooners would get good field position now. Richwalski going to find his man open. Gardner again. Gardner having a good day. They would settle for a field goal. 38-17 now. 21-point game. Dixon handoff trying to put the team on his back because they're going to need their best player to really step up here. 3rd and 5. Adam Norton comes into the game. Josh Silva has been knocked out with a concussion. Brandon Ellison drops that. Should not have dropped that. That's an easy pass to catch for him, and that stalls the drive. But Josh Silva will be out for the rest of the game with a concussion. And as you can see here, ODU trying to rip the ball out. They're desperate. They want something to go their way. They need to force a turnover to try and get something back in this game. Instead, Daniel DeLuca wrecks the defense on consecutive plays to score a touchdown. And oh boy, it's just not going ODU's way. Now they're punting it again. It's just not been their game. Tough road game in here. Bounces off. The punt bounces off his head, and John Mills recovers. Ward must have, I don't know what happened. He certainly wasn't looking into the sun. The sun's the other way. You're Adam Norton on a little option keeper, but a little bit lucky for Old Dominion. 3rd and 6. Can Norton find the way? He's the 3rd quarterback, by the way. Generally seen as the 3rd stringer behind Joshua Kemp and Silva. Norton, though, getting some playing time here. What is Norton doing? He's taking off, trying to throw it away. Instead, he's sacked for 27-yard loss. And oh boy, it just doesn't get any better. Another field goal for Oklahoma makes it 48-17. Dixon has been largely quiet in this half. Oklahoma has shut him down. And so it's been on Joshua Kemp now, the 3rd quarterback to play in this game. The Oklahoma native, the youngster, getting some playing time. Why not? And at this point, with Silva out, got to try all our options here. And look at Sullivan, a tough effort, trucks a defender. That's a highlight play. Despite the score, that was a heck of a play. 2nd down, or Norton's back in the game, switching between Norton and Kemp. Here in Dixon, what a nice little move he puts on the defender. His best run of the second half. 3rd and 5. Can they get one in the end zone? Get some consolation points here. This one dropped. Holcomb was hit as soon as he had it. That drive would end with nothing. Next drive here, Richwalski finds Gardner. Another huge gain. He's gone. A little bit unfair on that one for the coverage. Not really compensating for Gardner's speed and ability. That would be your final. 55-17. As you can see, Dixon a couple touchdowns, no turnovers. The rest of the offense, no touchdowns, 4 turnovers, but a lot of problems in that game there. Richwalski, what a performance he put in. Almost 400 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, not a single turnover from him. It just wasn't the day for Old Dominion to win. and it certainly was a very tough opponent, Oklahoma. So there's a reason they're number 3 in the country, but got to get better performances from Old Dominion, because not going to be winning the ACC anytime soon with games like these. Got to put in some better games. Dixon still got over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, but it wasn't the kind of performance that wins you Heisman's necessarily. This is the kind of game that he was going to be put on a spotlight and expected to do very well. He did all right, but again, the defense needed to step up. Josh Smith was a bright spot for the defense. Chad Robinson got in a late sack in the game. That didn't really matter at that point. The score was already far gone. Tommy Patrick, a 51-yard field goal. Highlight for him. But 5 punts, that's not what you want there. Very rough game, and first loss of the season. 2-1 is where Old Dominion will fall before going into a game against UMass next week. And I think that's a much-needed game, as ODU are far better. As you can see, Antonio Gardner, 7 catches, 204 yards, and a touchdown. That's a game. That is a fantastic game for a wide receiver. But that UMass game will be a much-needed breather from this kind of game. Still can't relax too much, but UMass is no Oklahoma, so ODU's chances of winning in the next game much higher, much better to turn things around. The season's not over. Far from over, plenty of time to get some momentum going and maybe shoot for an ACC title game visit at the end of the season. Thank you guys for sticking around. It's going to be a home game against 2-2 UMass, and ODU only fell 2 spots, so they're still in the top 25. Dixon did fall 1 spot in the Heisman watch, but not too bad. Still lots of games left to play, still plenty of season. I hope you guys stick around. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time.